Hey. You know what time it is.
Time for the Heart to Heart Journey to Unconditional Love Podcast.
That's right. And I'm your host, Elaine Bloomer. That is my co-host, Harlan Brown. And Harlan Brown, what's going on? What's going on?
Hey, what's happening? What's
Let me take
happening?
my
What's
glasses
happening?
off for this one. Oh, we got the black going on. And I see yeah, go ahead with the what is that? What do you call that?
The
Uh
heart to hearts.
Listen, yeah, cop it. It goes for a
Get,
good cause.
get this
We raising
headband.
money. We raising money for more scholarships for the kids. 100% of the proceeds goes to the scholarship. No money goes in
Exploring.
our pockets. Believe
Yes.
that. The kids will tell you they get their money. Like I said, we raised over 20,000 this year. We want to increase that to 40,000, 50,000 next year. So we thank you, and we're going to continue to do this. So if you get a chance, just cop a shirt, just buy a T-shirt, buy a
Hey,
polo, buy a sweatshirt,
did I
buy a
tell you it's a
scarf.
hoodie? It's a hoodie.
Use the hoodie, right? The
It's a
hoodie and
hoodie.
everything. So we got we got our model Harlem Brown because I can't do this outfit no justice. But we're wearing the black and white today. So and we're in black and white. We're gonna come in them in black and white. We're gonna continue the
We
theme that we've been doing the last 4 weeks, and we're going to
just
have
keep
heart
rolling.
to heart conversation. Just talking for. Just
Let's do
talking.
it.
Today, I don't know. What's out there? Stress?
Stress. I feel like everybody is so stressed out right now.
I don't
I,
get
I
it.
know the world is there's so much going on in the world today, and I feel like a lot of people are on edge. Like even when you try to be that light spot, you get a lot of negativity because a lot of people are really, really on edge, worrying about what tomorrow is going to bring.
But
And
how does it fit in a relationship? How what are
it
people
fits in a
stressing about in a
relationship.
relationship?
I feel like it fits in a relationship because you get all of this anxiety and you start to worry, and then you bring that worry home,
There you
and then
go.
now you're making your spouse worry, and so now you know, like now y'all are caught up in the anxiety of others, who don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. But if you've been listening to the podcast, and you know that God is God, and you don't have to participate in that because God, he always finds a way for you. But it's just so much going on, and so many things you hear on the news, and you start with, and I know we talked about this before early on, like what you feed yourself, you start actually feeding that self, and you giving it to your partner as well, because now
Yeah.
you're turning into somebody who your partner is so used to like chilling with, that now your concern becomes their concern, right? And now
Yeah,
you're
so let's
both.
start. Let's see that snowball effect of how it starts. So we can start
Yeah.
with where we're now. We just celebrated Thanksgiving. So it's
Right.
either you cooked or you traveled. So if you
Hmm.
cooked and traveled, that costs. So now you're stressing about, okay, we spent all this money for Thanksgiving. You know, how are we going to carry that over into the the next holiday, which is
Two
Christmas?
weeks Yeah.
It's like what they're a little bit less than a month apart.
Yeah.
So now you're worried about that. You're stressing about that. But what are you stressing about? That you can't get the gift that you want to get your spouse, your mate, your partner. That you can't get the kids what they're asking for. But you probably can afford to get the kids what they're asking for. But you can't find that because that's the popular item or toy for the year. So now it's nowhere. You're stressing about how to get that. You're stressing about where you're going, whose house are you going over, whose parents' house you're going over. You're
Yeah.
stressing about what do you even have enough money to get all the things that you want to get and make it into the new year. All of that stuff we understand can take a toll on relationships. So we're here to
Absolutely.
tell you and have this heart to heart conversation with you about stress and anxiety and all that.
We can't let
Simple
that get
word.
the best
Hold
of
up.
us.
No, don't even go there. Simple word. Stop. Stop.
Period. Just stop it.
What are you stressing for? What are you
Yeah, I don't
stressing
get it.
for?
I don't get it.
What are you worrying for? God tells you don't worry. God tells you don't stress. You can cast that on Him. Put all
Every
that
time.
on Him. You live your life and live your life in peace. Because let me just explain to you about stress, worry, and anxiety and all that. One, you can't control one, whether you get a job, whether your check is coming or not, and be here on time, whether that store will have that toy or not, um, whether you're going to be able to get all the food that you need to get because you're hosting this year, whether you're going to be able to buy that uh, thing for your spouse, your significant, whatever. You're stressing, having anxiety, and worrying over it. I'm gonna give you a little tidbit, and this is a heart to heart. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, you're not going to get it.
Come on
So
now.
what are you stressing about? Let the chips fall where they may. Whatever you can control, you can control. Now, you can control how much you work to see how much you get. That's
Yes.
something you can control. You can
Yes.
control saving up so that you can have enough so that you don't have to have stress, anxiety, and all that for that. Those are things you can control. But can you control whether that gift is going to be there? No.
I think
Can
we
you
need to stop doing that
stop?
because
Do I need to spell that?
holiday season.
Stop.
Thank you.
Stop.
Stop. Just
I'm
stop.
really having fun with it because you have to have fun with this.
You do. Because I just look, I know that we all want the perfect gift, the perfect this, the perfect that, and all of the things, right? If you sit back as an adult and you think about your perfect Christmas, I guarantee you it's not about that gift. It's about how somebody made you feel. It's
Yeah.
about the time that you spent together. It could be about that dry turkey that cousin so and so almost choked over and we laughed about for days.
Yep. Yep.
When we start realizing that the perfect gift is the time that we spend together, that the perfect gift,
Doesn't cost a thing.
right, the perfect gift is the love that we share, just to sit back and see everybody enjoy themselves and have a good time. Um, then we start to understand what the love is and how it keeps people together. Because I feel like,
Hold on, let me cut you off for a second.
uh-huh,
When you overextend for Christmas, you're putting the stress on yourself.
and your partner, because here y'all are in January trying to catch up, right?
Yes.
So January, everything that you ever see in January is just putting back, putting back, putting back, putting back, putting back.
Let me give them the news flash. Let me give you a heart to heart. Let me give you a heart to heart news flash. The gift that you was gonna buy your significant other is going to be 75% off the next day. I'm just being real. I'm keeping it real. I'm giving you a heart to heart. All these gifts that you got to have so they open it up on Christmas Day will be 50, 75% off the next day.
The next day. And some stores are probably open on Christmas. You can get them.
Now you can have a heart to heart with your significant other and say you might not want to tell her what you're gonna get. Just say, babe, I want to get you something, but I'm gonna save us a whole lot of money. I'm gonna have you open up this little thing, this little gift, so that you can have something up over Christmas. But what you really want, I'm gonna get the day after Christmas and save us a lot of money,
Let me
so
tell
that
you
we
something.
won't stress, so that we won't have anxiety, so that we won't worry. How about that?
Let
Sometimes
me
we
tell
bring
you,
stress on ourselves, but
we do.
I'm very serious about what I'm saying, but I'm having fun with it because I know you want your significant other to open up the gift that you have, whatever. But let's be practical.
Absolutely.
Let's be
Be
practical.
practical and be and what I say is be practical not only in that area because look, we're adults, right? We are
Don't.
we are adults. For me, Christmas has always been for kids, right? And after I got past a certain age and I couldn't stop my feet anymore for my dad to get my name belt and my gold chain and my name chain and my bracelets.
Telling your age, telling your age. No
I
to
don't
your
care if I'm telling
telling
my
your
age. I
age.
don't care. A lot of people ain't get here. But
Yeah.
because of the fact that I know that I've had the things that I wanted when I was younger, I would not want to deprive that from a child to have that experience and to get the things that they to see their faces, their little faces light up and all of that. That's just for me, that's Christmas. For
But you know
me,
what's crazy? Kids only want gift cards now. So
yeah, because they like to go shopping. They like to go to Target.
put money on my Apple Music, my
Yeah,
Apple Play, my Google Play. And that's it. So it's easy to shop for kids now. You know what I'm saying?
and it's so funny because I have two little girls that I shop for all the time, and they say, "Oh yeah, Miss Andrea, can we just get the Target cards?" And I'm just like,
Yeah,
Target cards, like
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
But what I'm saying, I say all of that to say is that as an adult and you're in a relationship, let's change the trajectory of um like we know that we're in a good relationship, like especially you're in a good relationship and everything is good. Let's let the kids have that day. Let's let
yeah,
the kids do
yeah,
their thing.
yeah,
Let's let their day be amazing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't care if you buy my gift the next day. I am. It's not that stressful for me. It's not even stressful for me at all because at the end of the day, there's so many opportunities that you have to show this person who you are,
Yeah.
how you love them, and
Yeah.
who they are to you. If you
How
bought
about the
me,
gift is how about the gift is you woke up to that person that day and they're in your life?
how about that? How about the gift of the hot chocolate
Listen,
Christmas
audience.
Eve night and listening to some
This is
music
this
and
is a
just chilling?
heart to heart. I'm just letting you know all this stuff over the holidays, and we want to have this stress, anxiety, worrying over the holidays because we're gonna help you eliminate that.
Please
If
do.
you just be practical, if you just talk to each other to say, hey, we don't have to be extravagant. I'm gonna get you the gift that you want, but I'm gonna get it when it's feasible for us to purchase it at a very discounted rate, which is the next day. You know what I mean? As opposed to you opening it up on Christmas. Because listen, if you want that computer, you know what? I'm going to give you a picture of the computer in the box, and you know you're going to get it. And then when the sale comes, because they tell you the ads for the day after Christmas now anyway. So
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So just do practical
See them shoes
stuff.
like here, boo.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that you can do, but I know again, I know I'm serious, and I'm playing with it, and I'm having fun with it because that is just some of the things to eliminate stress. And I know a
Yeah,
lot of times you can say, I gotta have it, I gotta do it, they deserve it, they whatever. Yes, they also deserve a heart-to-heart conversation from you to let you know, hey, babe, I don't have it this year. I
and they
want to
also
do this for you. I don't have it this year. And that goes a long way. And if that
and they
person, if your significant other breaks on you, guys, breaks. Do we even say anybody breaking on anybody? If that person gets
they might
upset with you, doesn't understand, ooh, ooh,
yeah,
that is telling of who you have,
that's a
telling
whole nother
what's
conversation.
important, and telling it's again. We had a podcast about selflessness. That is
Selflessness.
very selfish if you have a heart to heart with your spouse and they're still upset because you didn't get what they wanted that cost 10 times as much as it's going to cost the next day. You're letting me know that your significant other can't wait one day to get what they want. Because I don't care what day what day it is in a week. The store is going to be open. You missed the Black Friday sale. Okay, no problem, because you didn't get paid that week.
Who
No
cares? The
problem.
after Christmas sale is
After
much
Christmas
better.
sale, oh my God, much better,
Much better.
much better, much better. But
So
again, I don't want to stress on that. I want to stress on understanding each other and having that rock the boat type of conversation to say, listen, if we're going to continue to get ahead where we are not stressing about things, let's talk and be practical about the way we approach the holiday season. First
yes,
of
and
all, let's not let it get in a way of us and we miscommunicating with each other. Let's stay on the lines of having that open communication, open,
yes,
honest communication with each other so that we don't misstep there. The next thing is talk to each other about what's feasible. So you're not spending an extra 5,000, 1,500, 1,000, taking the rent money because Christmas is on the 25th. Rent is due 6, 7 days later.
right.
Let me say that. Oh, you get an extra day because of New Year, but 8 days later, you better have that money. And if you don't have it because you said you overextended, now you're putting yourself in a worrying position. So don't
And
put
your
yourself in that
spouse don't
position.
need that. Don't do that to
Yes,
your spouse anyway. Like,
absolutely.
why do you want to overexert one day and then live through that overexertion for the next month? And sometimes it trickles over into
To
February,
2 or 3 months because
right?
now you're working behind the eight ball. You're working
Right.
behind it. So let's
Trying to
not do
catch
that.
up.
And I know we're talking about the holiday season and gifts and how it can snowball. So that's some of the ways that in a relationship it can snowball. But let's get to the nuts and bolts of talking. Let's get to the nuts and bolts
Okay.
of during this time stressing, having anxiety and worrying. First of all, have a conversation with your spouse about what you're worried about, what you're stressing about, what's
Yes.
bothering you.
Yes. And I
Second,
know it's hard. That's
very
a
hard.
hard thing to do
Yes,
because you are not, and I'm a speaker for me. I know that
okay.
I am not the person that wants to bring down situations. So I always kind of I conceal it as much as I can conceal it, and then sometimes the dam breaks, and I'm just like, okay,
Yeah,
I gotta say something,
yeah,
but it's not necessarily a bring it down kind of thing because if you're worried about it and you're worried about it by yourself, it keeps you on an island by yourself. And if you're in a
yeah,
partnership, then you need to be in that partnership. And
yeah,
I know that's a hard lesson to learn, especially for those who carry a lot on their own, and whether it's by profession or whether it's just by always having to do it by yourself.
yeah.
um, that can be a giant step into understanding relationship in a deeper level because you have
Yes.
the opportunity to talk
To
to that
grow,
person and
grow.
really be able to be like, woosah and breathe, right? Because a lot of times we don't even realize that we're not breathing when we are carrying so much. But our spouse can see it, but the spouse can't really pull it out of you.
Yeah,
You have to be willing to say, yeah, I don't want, like, it's not necessarily a bring you down. I have to get out the mentality of saying that I'm bringing people down when I talk about some of the things that are really upsetting me. So it's a learned behavior. It's learned, and and a lot of times we hold it to ourselves a lot. And we
yeah,
need to get off of these isolated islands because if we can be, and I had a minister tell me this one time before, if you can be that for somebody else, why are you depriving somebody else for being that for you?
yeah,
Because they really want to be that for you, but
yeah,
you keep holding on to it. But then you'll turn around and be mad if you're like, I'm trying to help you, you won't let me help you.
yeah.
And it's just like, you don't let me help
Causes
you.
more, causes more anxiety, causes more stress, and you don't want.
Right.
We're not trying, we're eliminating the stress. And
Right.
again, have a positive attitude when it comes to this. And I know it's hard to be positive when you're worrying, you're stressing, and things are not going your way. But when you bring it to your significant other, the other party, please receive it. Number two, please receive it in
Yeah.
a positive way where they're not, again, if somebody mishandled the money, they might have done it on purpose, but it was a mistake. Let it go because you can't bring it back. Let it
Right.
go and move on to see how you can work to fix it together. Two heads, I was always told two heads are better than one.
Right.
And especially in relationships, when you have two people working on the same accord, do you know how much you can get accomplished? Do you
It's
know how much
powerful.
can be done? Do you know how what the sky is the limit for you guys? Because you're working together, and when you work together, harmony comes in, peace comes in. That's when it combats that peace, that joy, that yeah, we're working together. You get that sense of I don't have to do this by myself,
Yes.
and you can conquer the world. You can conquer
Yes.
that stress. You can conquer that anxiety. You can conquer that worrying. You know what I mean? And this
Hmm.
is perfect segue. Let's go to the scripture. Let's get that scripture. All
Let's
right.
get
I
it.
know the time is up. Oh my God, I love this. I love this topic. And man, we really went over time. But let's
That's
go ahead and
okay.
put this scripture up. It's First Peter 5:7. Can you read that for the audience there, Harlan Brown?
Sure. Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you.
See, he's telling you, cast all your anxiety on me because I care for you. I'm not going to allow you to stress. I'm not going to allow you to worry. I'm not going to allow you to have anxiety because you know what those things lead to? Leads to you being sick, leads to your body being this, leads to you getting headaches. It leads to a lot of negative things that can happen physically for you, not to mention the things that can happen mentally for you.
Yes. Yes.
So cast first, just if you don't remember anything this holiday season, First Peter 5:7. And can you read that one more time for the audience, Harlan Brown?
Absolutely. Cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. He cares
Cast
for you.
all your it doesn't let's go back to
Not
this.
some,
Keep
not
going.
some, not some. All.
All
All of
cast
it.
all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. He cares.
Yes.
He knows you made a mistake. He knows there were some things that was not beyond your control. He
Yes.
knows that this is going on. So when you just say, God, here, take this anxiety, take this worry, take this stress, he's going to relieve you of all that. Again, not in your
Absolutely.
time. When the time is right, it'll happen. But for the holiday season, so that you're not arguing with your spouse, so that you're not arguing with your kids, so that you're not having a bad attitude at work, so that you're not having a bad attitude with your family because you are not able to do some things. They want you to do something and you can't do it, or they want you to come and you can't make it, and the grandparents don't get to see the grandkids and things like that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. We have FaceTime. We
Okay.
have Zoom, we have whatever the Google thing is. I don't know. There's other things that you can
Google
use.
Meets, we got
Yes,
everything.
we got a
There's
lot of
no
stuff.
phone out
Teams,
here that
there's a
cannot
lot of
see you.
yes. I always was told where there's a will, there's a way. So
Absolutely.
when you have a will to get done and get accomplished what you can accomplish that without the stress, without the anxiety, without the worrying. And I keep saying that because that's the theme we want to get across to you today. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you.
Yes, he
It
does.
didn't say he cares for this, that he cares for you
You.
specifically.
Yes. You.
You.
You and everything that you are trying to do. He knows your heart. He sees what you're trying to do. And he doesn't want you to be worried about it because he already knows what you're trying to do. And a
Yeah, and I
lot
know
of
our
times
time
when
is
we
up. So
cast it, we
I'm gonna
don't.
give you the last word, Harlan Brown, because our time is up. And
Okay, go
I
ahead.
love this. I love this topic. I love that we went through this because people need to know that you don't have to stress, you don't have to worry, and you don't have to have anxiety over the holiday season. Just
Never.
cast all your anxiety. You can add stress. You can add worrying on him because he cares for you. So go ahead, Harlem Brown. Take the last words.
Yeah, I mean, just give it to him. Give it to him. Give him all of it because we know our hearts. We know what we're trying to do. We know sometimes we overextend because it's out of love, and we'll tell ourselves we'll take the brunt, I'll deal with that later, but I just want to make sure that this person is happy. And
Yeah,
we can't do that. Like, even when we do that, know that God knows that that's what you were trying to do because he understands your heart. But we also need to really, really have those conversations and talk about it, because a lot of times your part I wouldn't want to see my person stressed out because I demanded something
yeah.
and he's
Need a
doing
call.
everything he can to make it happen. And then here it is, January, I'm walking around with my new gift, my new pocketbook, and he just stressing trying to get extra hours to pay off these debts that we have accumulated, because
Yeah.
not only is it my pocketbook, but it's his sister's whatever, or his mom's whatever, or the kids wanted this, and we need a new laptop for the whatever. Like, so don't weigh people down, and don't make it to the point where you have, like, I never want to live the month of January or February stressed out trying to pay off Christmas.
It's Christmas. Yeah.
I don't want to
But
go into
a
a
lot of
new
a
year
lot of people do it. A lot
stressed.
of relationships suffer because of it, and we
Yeah,
don't want you to suffer this holiday season for that.
yeah.
I know we probably should have had this podcast earlier in the season because it's already past Thanksgiving. But if you're hearing us, all we're asking you to hear us. We're not telling you what to do. We're just giving you
Right.
alternative ways to approach the holiday season so that you can be less stressful, so that you can worry less, so that you can have less anxiety. Not
Anxiety.
only does it start with you and keeping the peace and keeping the joy in your household, but it also starts with First Peter 5:7 and casting your anxieties on him because he cares for you. God cares for you, and he tells you all of your anxieties. So we keep stressing that for a reason,
Yeah.
because we want you to have a good season. And that's it. So I know our time is up. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get this.
Do it.
As I end all our podcasts, trying to do something will keep you in the same place. But when you actually do something, your place has no limitations. I am your host, Alay Bloomer. That is my co-host, Harlan Brown. And we see you next week.
See you next
Yeah,
week.
yeah,